Good morning. Good morning, boys and girls. Hey, listen, today is Transformation Tuesday, and I can't tell you how ecstatic I am to be able to be with you guys here today. A little gloomy on the outside today. It's gonna possibly chance for rain. You guys really need to take it easy with those engineering those clouds, those rain clouds, but that's a whole nother story. Hey, listen, seriously, today on Transformation Tuesday, we're gonna be talking about resilience redefined, turning criticism into triumph. Anybody ever wonder how to make that happen? Hey, listen, seriously, has anyone here ever, any of the cool kids, right? Has any of you cool kids ever felt like you've been knocked down by criticism? Today, guys, we're going to be able to turn those criticism and those setbacks into comebacks. You've heard me say it before, that setback is only a setup for a comeback of epic proportions, guys. Today, I want you to hang out with me because I want to be able to show you and talk to you guys about how to discover and transform your reaction to criticism and how it can propel you towards unprecedented success. Guys, I'm literally walking in the middle of it right now. And so, are you ready? Are you ready to redefine resilience and turn every critique, feedback with the right mindset into a stepping stone? So, guys, hang out with us in the playground for a little bit as we explore the power of perseverance and positivity. Thank you all for joining us today. Appreciate you guys being with us here on the Childlike Faith Podcast. It's Transformation Tuesday in the Fun Life community. And again, it's all powered by this guy right here, Mr. Zig Ziglar, legendary speaker, trainer, motivator, extraordinaire. And so on Transformation Tuesday, guys, today we're just simply going to be tackling a little challenge that we all face: criticism. Yeah, I get it. It's easy. It's so easy to shrink back when others point out flaws or when we stumble. Who hasn't stumbled? Anybody ever been on the playground of life? You've stumbled, right? But remember, true growth happens when you go through life with resilience. And so today we're going to start with the strengthening scripture, right? Appreciate you guys joining us. Hey, listen, good morning, Miss Peggy Esmeralda. Always glad to have you guys here in the Fun Life community. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for jumping on here. But hey, listen, right? We talked about a little bit about it last week. I love talking scripture. If you hang out with me, we're probably going to talk scripture. We're more than likely going to talk Ziegler, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. A whole lot of fun. We're probably going to have a whole lot of laughs too. But let's talk scripture. Let's go right into it, right? Say it with me, Philippians 4:13. Yes, you, me, us, we can do all things through Christ, right? Through him who strengthens us. He's continually strengthening us, helping us to be able to be more, do more, and have more, so that we can give more of your time and your talent and your treasures, your resources. Guys, that's what this whole Fun Life community is all about. And so we're going to just simply show you through a little storytelling to be able to help you kind of connect the two dots. And so for those of you that are just joining us, again, we've connected with a lot of cool kids. Hopefully everybody had a great Memorial Day yesterday, and thank you for all that has served and gave the ultimate sacrifice so that we can enjoy our freedom, guys. Seriously, this didn't just happen. Everything happens for a reason. And so some people gave all that they could so that we can enjoy this freedom that we currently have now. But seriously, that's what we're talking about. We want to be able to allow you to live in the fun life, and life is an acrostic for living in freedom every day. And so what would that sound like? Seriously, what would that feel like for you to be able to live in freedom every single day? Being able to go out when you want to go out, with who you want to go out with, not having to look at the prices of the things that you're trying to purchase. Guys, yesterday we had our family over for Memorial Day weekend. We made some brisket sandwiches, some hot dog, just some good stuff, just getting together. And my great nephew Lucas was over, and him and his sister were playing the piano. And it was far, far, far from what you would consider Beethoven or any of those kind of characters, right? But we're just going to use Lucas in our example today because I want you to imagine Lucas. He's probably got out of kindergarten. I think he graduates on Wednesday. But imagine him stepping on stage for his very first recital, right? And his hands are trembling. He's nervous. The audience is watching, and despite his best efforts, he hits a few wrong notes. Anybody ever hit a wrong note? The criticism that follows, guys, it's tough, especially for one that's particularly one that you have those family members that just don't know how to shut up, and they're always going to offer you that criticism. I get it. I get it. But you know what happens with Lucas? Lucas didn't care. Lucas decided in his own little mind that he was not going to give up. And so just right here, the main thing I want to get to you guys to get this point across is just simply this. Instead of sulking, right? Instead of saying, oh, I messed up. Oh, I failed. Oh, I'm, that negative self-talk that Mr. Ziegler calls the stinking thinking. That's why we have to get a checkup from the neck up. And so Lucas goes back to the piano every day, practicing harder and learning from his mistakes. And so his resilience is able to transform every critique into a stepping stone, pushing him beyond his limits. And again, here's my Ziegler quote coming up. This is going to be the writer downer. It does not matter how many times you get knocked down. It doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. What matters is how many times you get up, right? You get knocked down 7, get up 8, right? Let's go scripture, right? Rejoice not against me, oh my enemy. If I fall, nay. It says, when I fall, I shall arise, guys. And so you've got to have this mindset like Lucas, right? Lucas's mindset from fear of criticism to determination to improve. It shifts. There was a shift that happened. And so every single one of us has to have that shift because seriously, every now and then shift happens, right? Careful how you say that. Embrace this mindset to turn critiques into opportunities, guys. That is the mindset that I want you to be able to have. That is part of the reasons why every Friday, well, not this Friday, but I won't be able to make it this meeting, but every Friday at noon, Roast Toasters right here in the city of Tyler, downtown, I go to Toastmasters. The group just started back up. But one of the evaluations that I got from one of my speaking engagements really helped me to improve my speech, improve my way of being able to go out and the way I interact with the audience. And so it was that feedback, not critique, that I was able to go, right? Because with the right mindset, we can take that criticism, use it as a driving force, and look at it as feedback to be able to get better, to improve. And so that's kind of what Lucas was doing in the story that we're talking about, because the motivation, really, check this out. The drive to improve, you, me, us, we, right? Critiques wrong, right? Those critics, it fueled Lucas. It gave him the motivation to be able to do it. And so let your critics motivate you to become better, not bitter. No, there's a difference. A lot of people with the wrong mindset, they get bitter about certain things. They, instead of taking that as fuel, as rocket fuel, as one of my buddies says, you've got to be able to take that, use it as inspiration, motivation to get better every single day, guys. And so the methodology on how we're able to do this is because the feedback that we need, it's an analysis. And so just as Lucas reviewed each critique, take time to analyze that feedback and identify areas of improvement. I mean, seriously, who, if being honest, raise your hand, who has areas of improvement? Yeah, I see a couple hands going up. Yep, absolutely. Yes, we all do, if we're honest with ourselves. And that's the very first thing that you have to do. If anything is going to come of this, you've got to be honest with yourself, because you know who you cannot lie to? Anybody want to take this one? Comment section. Hello, McFly. That, ladies, gentlemen. You will not be able to lie to that person in the mirror. And truthfully, guys, we've said it before. Every single one of us has an area of improvement, and we cannot continually keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. In today's economy, you will not get the same results. You're actually falling further behind, because just like fruit, now I'm no gardener, I'll I'll admit. But what I do understand is just like the fruit, you're either ripening or you're rotting. You have to continuously be growing. So whenever life setbacks, whenever life's critiques comes, you don't just go through life, you have to grow through life. You have to get better. Go out there and do something that's going to garner some critique, that's going to be able to give you some feedback. Because listen, I said it, I've heard this a while back. Those that think people shouldn't do things, or those that talk about how people can't do things, should not interrupt the people that are out there doing it, because there's people out there doing it. Again, I kid you not. You have more talent and credit. You don't give yourself enough credit. You have way more talent than you believe you do. There's somebody out there somewhere intimidated by your talent, intimidated by your potential. What you don't realize is that you are being way too hard on yourself. Give yourselves a little more grace. Give yourselves a little more grace, and give yourselves a lot more credit. Seriously, I talked about it yesterday. Every bad day that you've ever encountered, you've been able to overcome. If you're watching me, if you're hearing me, this is what I'm talking about with this resilience. And so when you practice this resilience that we're talking about, you're going to be able to build those habits that reinforce your ability to recover and improve from those setbacks. We all have them. Join the club. You're not alone. You're not a one-off anomaly. Everybody has these setbacks. Everybody has a bad day. With the right mindset, you're going to learn that those bad days are not as bad as you tell yourself. And truth be told, if you're living for God and doing what's right, you never have a bad day. You simply just have some that are better than others. Go to bed, sleep it off, wake up the next morning, and do it again. Just this time better. Seriously, in his book, Atomic Habits, James Clear talks about how if you get better 1% every day, 1%, just 1% better every day, at the end of the year, you're going to be 37% better than you were this time last year. If you understand how compounding works, imagine what that's going to look like in 5 years. Ooh, yes, guys, listen. In 5 years, just 5 short years, you could be in a whole different place, a whole different stratosphere, a whole different world. My friend Travis White says words create worlds. And so what are the words that are coming out of your mouth? You know where I'm going with this one, right? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth is going to speak. How does the stuff get in your heart? It's the input. Mr. Ziegler said that you are what you are and where you are because of what's gone into your mind. You can change what you are. You can change where you are by changing what goes into your minds, guys. You can change where you're going to. You can change the trajectory of your life from this day forward, from this day going on. You will never be the same. You have to make up in your mind that you're going to do better, right? That you're going to be more, do more, and have more, so that there's somebody somewhere waiting for you to become the best possible version of yourself that's going to give them the permission to do the same, guys. So actively go out there and seek constructive feedback, constructive, people that are going to help you to get you. You're not going to be able to do it on your own. You got to have a support group. You can. It's just so much easier if you have some accountability, you have some support, you have the right process. That's where we come in as coaches. That's what I love about coaching. I got a new client starting at the end of this month. I've got three, possibly four starting at the first of next week, new coaching clients. And guys, they don't know it yet, but their life will never be the same. Their life, everyone that I've coached has had a transformative. There's some insight that we've been able to unlock, some past failures that we've been able to use as a stepping stone to help us to start to go in the right direction of where God created us to be. And I cannot wait for them to come into contact with the person that God created them to become. That's what excites me. That's what gets me pumped up every single morning. That's why I haven't stopped coming to you. And so this is just the free version, right? This is a free 50 free version of Johnny One. Imagine what the paid version is going to get you. Hey guys, listen, seriously. All I want you guys to do today, right? We're at our 15-minute mark. I just want you guys to think about and ask yourself this question. What criticism have you turned into a stepping stone? Man, put it in the comment section. I get it. It's about being vulnerable. You have to put yourself out there. So I want you to share your stories of resilience below, right here in the comment section, so that other cool kids can see the things that you've had to overcome, so that you can, inspire one another to rise above the noise and transform through criticism. Guys, that resilience is going to be able to help you to be able to get over the top, right? And so remember, it's not about how you fall. It's about how you rise and keep pushing forward. And I love what Les Brown says, that if you fall down, try to land on your back, baby, because if you can look up, you can get up. Woo! Hey, this has been your playground guide, Johnny Juan Ortiz, here in the Fun Life community. It's all powered by Zig Ziglar, and we always typically start with the Choose to Win foundational program of his proud son, Tom Ziglar. And so the Fun Life community is just simply about helping you to activate, and for some of you older kids, reactivate the childlike faith that is inside of you to be able to live out your childhood dreams in this playground we call life. Hey guys, tomorrow we're going to continue on going through the Man in the Arena speech through Teddy Roosevelt. This was just talking about the resilience part of the Man in the Arena. Tomorrow we're going to talk about stacking those small wins, as my buddy Billy Cox talks about, and the impact of those small wins that we're going to be able to celebrate every single day. Hey, join us tomorrow on Wow Wednesday. Adios.